The air grows heavy, a chill touches the soul. Something is coming, something beyond the veil of our reality. The whispers are carried on the wind, ancient prophecies echoing through time. They speak of a final reckoning, a cataclysmic struggle between good and evil. These are not mere stories, they are warnings. The Bible, in the cryptic verses of Revelation, unveils a chilling vision of the end times, an era of tribulation, chaos, and divine judgment. The faithful believe. They see the signs, subtle shifts in the world around them. Wars rage, famine grips the land, and whispers of pestilence spread like wildfire. The fabric of society frays, a tapestry unraveling at the seams. But hope remains. For amidst the darkness, a beacon of light shines through, the promise of a new heaven and a new earth where righteousness reigns and God's people find eternal peace. The Book of Revelation, a book of mystery and terror. Its pages are filled with strange and wondrous visions. John the Apostle, exiled on the island of Patmos, received these visions from God. He saw the future, a future painted in vivid, often terrifying colors. One image dominates, the Lamb breaking the 7 seals. Each broken seal unleashes a new wave of suffering upon the earth. Wars and famine, earthquakes and plagues, each more devastating than the last. But these are mere preludes to the horrors to come. The sounding of 7 trumpets heralds even greater devastation. A third of the earth is consumed by fire. A great star falls from the sky, poisoning the waters. The sun and moon are darkened, plunging the world into chaos. These events are not random acts of destruction. They are the birth pangs of a new age, a painful but necessary purging of the old world to make way for the new. From the abyss they ride, 4 horsemen, harbingers of death and destruction, their arrival a terrifying spectacle. The first, astride a white horse, carries a bow and wears a crown. He is conquest, conquering and to conquer. The second, upon a fiery red steed, wields a great sword. He is war, unleashing violence and bloodshed upon the nations. Famine follows, riding a black horse, scales in his hand. He brings scarcity and despair, the earth barren in his wake. Finally comes death, riding a pale horse, Hades following close behind. They are given power over a quarter of the earth to kill by sword, famine, plague, and wild beasts. These are the terrible instruments of God's judgment. But amidst these horrors, another figure emerges, the Antichrist, a charismatic deceiver who will rise to power, promising peace and prosperity, but bringing only tyranny and oppression. He will deceive many, leading them astray with false promises and empty miracles. The stage is set for the ultimate battle. The forces of good and evil gather on a desolate plain called Armageddon. The Antichrist, at the head of a vast army, prepares to wage war against God's chosen people. But hope is not lost, for at the moment of greatest darkness, a new light dawns. Jesus Christ returns, not as a humble carpenter, but as a conquering king, riding forth on a white horse, his eyes blazing fire. The armies of heaven follow him, their swords drawn, their faces shining with righteous fury. The battle will be fierce, the earth will tremble, the heavens will shake, but in the end, good will triumph over evil. The Antichrist and his followers will be cast into the lake of fire, their reign of terror ended forever. And then a new era will begin, 1,000 years of peace and prosperity under the rule of Jesus Christ. The faithful will inherit the new heaven and the new earth where death and sorrow are no more. This is the promise of Revelation, the hope that sustains God's people through the darkest of times. The end times are coming, but they are not the end. They are the beginning of something new, something glorious. Are you ready?